Born in the red dirt, carved by the pain. Sun on my neck, diesel in my veins. Ain't no handouts, just grit and a plan. Blood on these boots from where I took my stand. It's long nights fighting for a two-bit name. Feast or famine, that's the game. We rise or we fall, no middle lane. How long, no rough in the rain. But we break it, oh, we break it. But we go down swinging. Feast or famine, live or die. Raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, feast or famine, no in between, no shame. We took every no and we turned it to steel. Hammered that doubt till it learned how to kneel. When the world goes soft, we stand tall, lean into the wind, never scared to fall. You can't fake the dirt that raised my kind. We're the storm that you'll never confine. Ride or die, it's the outlaw claim. Feast or famine, we play the game. Every scar, every mile, every busted chain built this heart like a runaway train. Feast or famine, live or die. Raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, feast or famine, no in between, no shame. Ho! What do we do when the lights go black? Feast or famine, we don't look back. When the road gets rough and the fight gets mean, we stand tall, we don't lean. Feast or famine, live or die. Raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, feast or famine, no in between, no shame. Ho! Born in the red dirt, carved by the pain. Sun on my neck, diesel in my veins. Ain't no handouts, just grit and a plan. Blood on these boots from where I took my stand. It's long nights fighting for a two-bit name. Feast or famine, that's the game. We rise or fall, no middle lane. How long, no rough in the rain. But we break it, oh, we break it. But we go down swinging. Feast or famine, live or die. Raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, feast or famine, no in between, no shame. We took every no and we turned it to steel. Hammered that doubt till it learned how to kneel. When the world goes soft, we stand tall, lean into the wind, never scared to fall. You can't fake the dirt that raised my kind. We're the storm that you'll never confine. Ride or die, it's the outlaw claim. Feast or famine, we play the game. Every scar, every mile, every busted chain built this heart like a runaway train. Feast or famine, live or die. Raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, the fight gets mean. We stand tall, we don't lean. Feast or famine, live or die, raise that flag up to the sky. Through the fight, we were built for nights like tonight. Boots to the ground, thunder's calling our name. Yes, feast or famine, no in between, no shame.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Life Dial Style. I got one for you today, a good one. This is, let me show you what I got. Look at here. You see this? Fragile. You see that? Let me open this up and show you what this is. This is for the Chinese mini excavator. You can imagine, can you have it? Do you have any idea what this might be for? You see this orange back here? See this orange back here? My little mini excavator. Little Chinese mini excavator. Look what I bought for this thing. I'm tired of messing with this, y'all. Let me unbag this for you. I've already put one on, but I'm going to show y'all me putting this other one on. Do you know what this is, guys? Do y'all know what this is? This is a, now let me think. Let me see if I can remember what it is. It's cushion valve. What this is going to do, I'm putting it right here on the boom. This thing is ridiculous when you let it up and down. It throws me out of the seat, throws me back in the seat, and it's, I don't have what it takes to do it softly. Okay. That's why these things only cost $5,000-$6,000, anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, because they don't have the stuff on them like the boaters do. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this. I've already installed one on the other side. I wasn't sure if it would even fit. Now they give you a bunch of fittings with it. Let me set this to the side. They give you a bunch of different fittings, so you, depending on what size hose you have. Now mine are the big hoses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, let me set this down. I got, let's see. I'm looking, just hold on. Don't get all excited. Let me see. Let me take this off of here and look at it. Okay, one of these. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the small one. All right, I have to use the big ones. What it does is this has a flare fitting on one end where the pipe will go in with the little O-ring, and this end with the rubber gasket on it is going to go against the block. Let me make sure I'm putting that in the way I want it. Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I think I want it this way. So I can, whoa, sorry. All right, let me screw this in. What I'm gonna do is screw this in. One of these is, this is gonna go to the, let's see. Okay, no, yeah, this goes this way. And the other one, now, if you look at these, they give you two different sizes. Mine is the big one here. So that's the one I'm gonna use. They do give you that, thank goodness. Screw it in over here. And I don't think it matters what direction the flow is on this diverter, because there's no arrow or anything. It doesn't matter. All it does is restrict the flow, and it's going to restrict the flow for me so that I can slow this thing down some. And I've even used the little, right now I've got the fuel hose on the little thingies up here to make that happen like that. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. They ain't gotta be but so tight. Just when it hits tight, just a little more, and that's really it, because it's got that rubber gasket back there. That's it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, and the way this thing works is it basically, you see how it screws open like that? That one, I think down is all the way off. I'm gonna put my lips up on it. Watch this. See? So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna have it all the way off. I'm gonna back it off a couple, probably put it on 2 or something. All right, so now I gotta take the fitting loose over here. When I did the other side, I was worried that I was gonna get a lot of fluid loss, but I didn't. Not a whole lot at all, but I did put the rag on there. Oh, and the other concern too is your hoses, whether or not they were it was gonna work, and I think it's gonna be fine. Oh Lord, I had a little loss there.
Yeah.
That must have been the pressure down. The other one must have been the up pressure. All right, I am losing a little bit. Let's see. Let me go on it snug. This one was harder to put on, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on here for now. And then let me see. What I gotta do is pull this down and then come back up here like this. There we go. There we go. Okay, look at that. I am gonna have to be careful about these little knobs sticking off of here because I don't wanna, I got grease all over my hands. I don't want to hit them, which this is not too bad right here as far as hitting it. It should be out of the way. But if it does what I want it to, I'm going to be extremely happy. And this is not a very hard job either. Not a very hard job. Not a very hard job. All right, I'll tighten that up. Tighten this one up. I'm going to put the wrench on the valve though here in just a second. Let me get the other wrench. All right, here we go. And these don't have to be, I don't think they have to be extremely tight. All right, guys, that is the valve installation. Got one on this side and one on the other side. And the reason I need two is because one of these controls the up, one controls the down. So with one on both sides, that'll control the flow. Now, move over here to the, look what I bought me. And don't say anything. It's on backwards. I know. Good grief. Y'all give me a hard time. Me and my son put it on backwards. And it's just on there. We just were getting it on there. But then here's what we found out. Let me see. On this right here. See, I've got this little adjuster here. Right now, this is going to the thumb. But I can turn this this way and it'll come out of here. But what we found out is these goofers, when they sell you these buckets, the hose that screws on here is too big. The fitting is too big for this. This is smaller. So I'm going to have to get some kind of adapter to it. So I was excited about using it today, but now I'm not going to get to. Let me show you the piece I took out of it. And here's how you can tell too. Hang on, I'm coming back to you. Don't move the camera. Let me get my wrench. I want to show y'all this. Okay. Can you see that, Michelle? All right, what I'm gonna do is see this wrench. This goes on this perfectly right here, but look at this hose. It will not go on that hose, and I've already tried to put it on, so it does not go on. This is the piece that came out of the block here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go and see if I can get a piece to go from here to fit my hose. Now I've got a place here that in my town, it's called Montgomery Rubber and Gasket, and they have this metric stuff. They have all this kind of stuff. Regular hydraulic shop, they can't hardly fool with this. So that's where I'm going to go tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to use my bucket, but it's a tilting bucket, and I need it to finish this job with. It's a good little attachment to have too, because I mean, you never know when you're going to need a tilting bucket. But what I may end up doing is if I may end up working this out to where it's got a quick connect on it instead. That way I can put quick connect on these hoses. That way when I pop them loose, I don't have to worry about all the fluid coming out of the hoses. But if I can't do that, I just want to at least be able to put the right fitting in so that I can screw that hose on so I can get this thing together. That's about it. Chinese mini excavator, tilt bucket. Yes, I know it's on backwards now. I know. If you want to comment, but Dang, man, this something's wrong. I gotta fool with this.